Since I asked you, are we wise as a whole? And that is a little puzzling. I'll start with that. So to check this and to make this question valid, I'll just do 2 minutes of math. 195 countries, 15,000 scientists agreed on a single number, one agreement. That is the IPCC agreement, which says global average temperature rise should be limited to 2 degrees Celsius and if possible to 1.5 degrees Celsius. What does this mean? They're talking about the new global average temperature. That is, from 13.5 it can rise up to 15.5 with a 2 degrees Celsius rise. And let me do a small calculation. What actually kills humans? It is the extreme events. So what should I involve in the calculation? I have to check if there's an extreme event happening, what contribution does it make to the global average rise? So I put up a simple formula. Area of the surface that I am considering divided by area of Earth multiplied by the number of days for which this extreme event occurs divided by number of days in a year. So that pretty much does the calculation, and multiply it. So in case I'm going with a case study. I know the surface area of Earth. I take the surface area of Bengaluru, that is also known. So on this one city, a metropolitan city, the normal high and lows are known, 32 and 16, and the average becomes 24. So on a hypothetical extreme event, let the high become 672 and let the low be 16. So then the average is 44. What is the increase in average? The contribution to additional temperature on the global average is 0.7617. I've done the calculation and it looks like less than a tenth of a millionth of a degree Celsius. Doesn't make much sense. So I've taken another case study. Say I'll look at an Indian summer. I know the area of India, I know the temperature. Let me take the high as 32, low as 16, average is 24, and I go again for an hypothetical extreme event where the high is 72. So what is the increase in average? What is the contribution to increase in average? If this happens for 90 days, then the contribution would be 0.0317 degrees Celsius. Still, it doesn't make any sense. Since we have agreed upon limiting increase to 2 degrees and the increase here with a high of 72 for 90 days, nobody is going to stay here in India. But still, that contributes to only 0.03. And I just want to tell you that there's no doubt we are causing the warming. And I've put across a simple diagram to show what are the impacts of different things. It is very clear that our greenhouse gas emissions are causing the warming. So we'll just move a little further and see how much heat we are negotiating to add. What amount of heat 2 degrees Celsius global average annual temperature rise means? So I want to reverse calculate this. So trying to feel the heat for an increase of just 1.5 degrees Celsius, by what temperature should the whole of India rise for a full year to make that increase? And then when I reverse calculate, I see that the average should be 232.73 degrees Celsius. An average of 232 makes the average from 24 today to 256 then. For a low of 16, the high should be 496 for one whole year for the whole of India. And Venus has a surface temperature of 462, which pales in comparison. The global average already rose by 1.44 degrees Celsius in 2016, but we haven't seen anything close. How does the planet stay so safe, so hospitable, and where did all the heat go?